I am Blue Dragon from Twitch, and today we're going to talk about Deep Rock Galactic and the Engineer class. As an engineer, it is your job to support the teammates by providing them with ground to stand on using your platform gun, and assist in combat using your light machine gun platform, Warthog Auto shotgun, and grenade launcher. Place your sentry turrets in defensive positions to protect your team, and be sure to use your platforms to help your team mobilize during missions. You can team up with a scout to access resources that are out of reach, or work with drillers to shape the battlefield in your favor. The engineer can choose from 3 different grenades to use: the L.U.R.E, which creates a holographic decoy that distracts enemies from himself and his allies; the Plasma Burster, which creates a large energy explosion; and the Proximity Mine, which is deployed in a manner similar to the driller's satchel and explodes when something walks over it. The engineer is the closest thing in Deep Rock Galactic to a support class. He specializes in area control with his sentries, which are able to deny passage of enemies through set locations. And his platform gun not only grants access to distant resources, but can make otherwise hazardous terrain safe. Indeed, the engineer performs excellently in swarms and game modes which don't require much movement, such as point extraction and elimination. While his support options are his most valuable asset, the engineer has access to a set of standards but nonetheless devastating weapons. His combat shotgun is capable of killing most glyphids with one shot to a weak point, including on higher difficulties with the right upgrades, and his grenade launcher can deal immense damage to clusters of enemies and a single target alike. His breach cutter, an unlockable weapon, is able to cleave right through targets such as the Glyphid Praetorians and kill them in 1 or 2 shots, boasting unparalleled piercing capabilities at the cost of a low clip size. However, the engineer is not without flaws. His overall mobility is limited compared to other classes. He relies on his platform gun to get him clear large gaps and scale walls which can burn through somewhat limited ammo fast. In game modes which require constant movement, such as mining expeditions and egg hunts, it can be difficult for the engineer to maintain presence, as he will need to keep constantly moving and rebuilding his sentries. Finally, his weapons have long range issues, particularly his primary weapons, the shotgun and the SMGs, which rely on effective at close range. Playing an engineer requires strong spatial awareness and knowledge of the game mechanics. Always be aware that your teammates are doing and pay attention to their callouts. They may need you to place a platform somewhere. Basic tips and strategy. Warthog Auto 210. The Warthog is best used up close, where all of the pellets fired in one shot are likely to hit, dealing the most damage possible. Equip Turret Whip modification to get the most out of your turrets. Each overcharged turret consumes 10 ammo and creates a powerful blast. Minor adjustments can massively increase the damage output of the Warthog, but choosing this upgrade can burn through ammo fast. The Warthog carries a lot of reserve ammo at 90 shells. Deep Core 40mm Personal Grenade Launcher. The grenade launcher can clear out a large group of enemies with a single shot. Minerals can be gathered from high deposits by shooting grenades at them. Any explosive will cause glyphids to flee. Use the grenade launcher to keep dangerous enemies away from downed allies or objectives. The amount of grenades you carry is quite limited. At only 8 in reserve by default, make sure you use your grenades wisely. Stubby Vlog Smg. The SMG fires quickly, but its spread also increases very quickly and recovers slowly. As a result of tap firing, it is the only option for target foes at long range. Electrocuted targets move slower in certain upgrades, causing them to take extra damage from the SMG while they suffer the effect. Breach Cutter. The Breach Cutter goes through multiple targets, including allies. Be careful in which direction you fire. It is an excellent weapon for taking out tightly clustered groups of enemies and can cut right through any target. even bulkier foes like the Glyphid Praetorians. This weapon deals damage for every moment that the enemy are making contact to the beam. To inflict the most damage against bigger foes such as Praetorians, line up your shots so that they will make as much contact as possible. This is generally the easiest to do while facing them from the front or back. Light machine gun platform. Choosing either the Gemini system or the LMG MK2 packages is an important choice. Although the MK2 deals increased damage, 2 sentries from the Gemini system mod technically deals double damage. Ammo management is much harder with 2 sentries, however, and the MK2 is more than capable of focusing down targets with ease by itself. During salvage operations missions, the engineer is very capable class, and his sentries provide extra firepower. During holdout phases, his platform gun can expand the defense area in the terrain even or dangerous. Press and reload key to switch between the sentry you like to redeploy, both of them placed down in the Gemini system upgrade. Other players, regardless of the class, can help the engineer build his sentry guns. Recalling a sentry gun will fully restore its ammo, and when it's redeployed, for this reason, it is often easier to simply recall a sentry than refill its ammo, especially at a distance. Try to be proactive with your sentry placements. Keep moving them in accordance with the shifting battlefield, and remember to call them once the fight is finished, to have them immediately available for redeployment once the fight is over. We'll get much more use out of your sentries keeping them by your side rather than leaving them inactive at an objective. Platform gun. Pair up your platform gun with a scout to reach ceiling resources easier. Use platform to bridge across small gaps. When scaling a wall with a platform gun, take advantage of the ledge grab to conserve ammo. The Plastry MK2 modification upgrades the platforms to decrease fall damage. Shoot a platform directly below you when falling to prevent a gruesome death. The Repellent additive modification can be used to funnel swarms into tighter and more predictable kill zones. With careful shots in a tighter corridor, it is possible to completely seal a tunnel shut using platforms. This may be useful during swarms or in others to block off an angle of attack, and they can be easily dug through when needed. Throwables Lure. Throw this grenade to cover retreats to potentially force all enemies chasing you and your teammates to focus on a hologram instead. Although the hologram serves an excellent distraction, its low health means that it will be whittled down quickly by large groups of enemies. For best results, throw this grenade at enemies who don't already have a target, but will swarm the lure, allowing you to round them up to kill. Larger enemies may not be so easily fooled by the hologram. The dance moves are purely cosmetic, and the dance moves on the hologram do not influence its effectiveness. Plasma Burster. This grenade chains explosions together from the first moment it hits the ground. It detonates 4 times, dealing 240 damage in total. Much like the Breach Cutter, this grenade is best used when enemies are arranged in a certain way. It is best to use targets in strips, for enemies which are running towards the player in a long line. Proximity Mine. This grenade needs 3 seconds of preparation time before it can detonate. When primed, it emits a blinking noise and a yellow radius circle, similar to the driller's remote explosives. You can hear the monsters coming from behind a compressed dirt wall. Try placing a couple of these mines around the dirt for an ambush attack, though try to place them in a way that your teammates won't get damaged. When a swarm is announced, throw these mines down choke points where enemies are likely to cluster together. Alright, that was everything you really need to know about the Engineer class. Comment down below what your favorite class is, and I'll probably make that the next video. But, as always, thank you for watching. You can always find me live on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 9 a.m. to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.